Hello student, welcome to my class. In this class, we are going to discuss one of the most interesting chapter, that is laws of motion. In this class, that is starting with the definition of force and what are the effects of force. Why did Newton establish the relationship between force and motion? Okay, and under this what we will understand how we can derive out the formula of force, okay, by establishing relation acceleration mass. Okay, now now I want to tell you one thing, that focus of the class will be not just memorizing the facts and formula. We will we will build up consolidate understanding of the subject. Okay, now let's start. Okay, now let's start. What we are starting with the definition of force. What is force? That force is external force or pull on object. चलिए हम लोग साथ में लिखते जाते हैं. We can write if we write this simultaneously, then what happens? We can make the good notes. That external push or pull. या तो आप push करेंगे और pull to an object. Then its effect क्या होगा? Then its effect will be what? Its effect will be cause the acceleration. इसका effect क्या होगा? Cause effect क्या होगा? Accelerate कर देगा, body को move करेगा, accelerate करेगा. क्या करेगा? Body को accelerate करेगा. Is it clear? If the body will accelerate, then और क्या कर सकता है? It can change, deform कर सकता है. What it can do? It can deform. What it can deform. Is it clear? What it can do? It can deform. That is, it can change the shape and size. Is it clear? और इसका basic related understanding क्या है? Force कैसा quantity है? Force what kind of quantity? It is vector quantity. What is vector quantity? जिसके पास magnitude भी है, then what? जिसके पास direction भी है. Is it clear? That is MD. Quantity having both magnitude and direction, which is known as what? Vector quantity. Consider you are trying to what? You are trying to what? This is you are trying to pull in this direction. Okay, then what happens? You are applying with some magnitude of the force, which is what? Having magnitude as well as what? Direction. That you are applying in this direction, in backward direction, and you are applying with some magnitude, which is known as vector quantity. Is it clear? Now what is the unit of force? Unit of force क्या होगा? न्यूटन होगा. क्या हो जाएगा? न्यूटन. और इसका बेसिक what formula? Force equal to mass into acceleration. How we can represent the Newton? That is unit is with the capital N. Is it clear? Now these are the basic understanding and definition of force. And what are its effect of force? That what are the effect of force? It can change the velocity of an object. Clear? It can accelerate. जो accelerate मतलब move कर सकता है, change कर सकता है velocity को. किसको move कर सकता है? Stationary object को. और जो stationary है उसको क्या कर सकता है? Move कर सकता है. Move जो object है उसको क्या कर सकता है? Stationary object में change कर सकता है. Okay? Then what are the other impact? Other impact is it can change the shape and size of object. तो ये सारे क्या हो गया? Effect of force. Is it clear? Now move to the next topic. That is what are the types of force? There are two types of force. What? There are two types of balanced force and unbalanced force. What is balanced force? Force when two and more equal forces acting in opposite direction. Two and more equal force acting in opposite. 10 Newton, and both applying with the what? Opposite direction. Is it clear? And how we can take it? How we can calculate the net balance force? You can take the net balance force. Consider this force is applying with the 100 Newton, and this is 100 Newton. Now this body is applying the force. This body you can take. This is the box is applying the force. What? With the 10 Newton, and gravity. This is ground is also applying the force in upward direction with the 10 Newton. Okay, now this is applying the force with the 10 Newton. Now this applying the force with the 10 Newton. Now calculate this. Which whichever trying to oppose the motion, that you have to take with the negative sign. उस चीज को हमेशा नेगेटिव साइन से लेना है. जैसे कि है जो मोशन को ट्राइंग करे, जैसे ये पॉजिटिव है तो इसका अपोजिट नेगेटिव ले लेना है. ये पॉजिटिव है, then you take this with the negative sign. Is it clear? You have to take this with the what? You have to take this with the positive. Okay, you can take positive and this you have to take with the negative. Now resultant both will cancel, all will be cancel out. The net force will be 0. Is it clear? And its effect क्या होगा? ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट को ना ही मूव करेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि नेट फोर्स क्या हो गया? कैंसिल आउट हो गया, 0 हो गया. क्लियर है? अनबैलेंस फोर्स क्या हो रहा है? एक्टिंग एन ऑब्जेक्ट व्हाट इक्वल ऑब्जेक्ट. ठीक है, अनइक्वल ऑब्जेक्ट. ठीक है, एक्टिंग इन द साइमल्टेनियसली. इज इट क्लियर? विद द अपोजिट डायरेक्शंस. अब यहाँ पे एक एग्जांपल से समझिए. एक बॉक्स है, इधर से फोर्स अप्लाई हो रहा है 100 न्यूटन. देयर इज द अनदर साइड दैट दिस इज ट्राइंग टू is pull. It is trying to what? Applying to force in this direction. There is another guy which is trying to force with the 80 Newton. Is it clear? Now this box is applying the force. What? With the 50 Newton. And gravity is trying to, that is, it is round trying to what? With the 60 Newton. Now what you have to take? You have to take what? With the negative sign. You have to take this with the positive sign. Clear? You have to take with the positive and negative sign. Whichever trying to oppose motion, you have to take with the negative sign. Which is trying to oppose, it will support the motion, you have to take with the with positive sign. And what you have to take out, what resultant, that is net force. Clear है? अगर net force निकालते हैं, अगर हम लोग net force निकालेंगे तो net force हमेशा 0 कभी नहीं होगा. It's not equal to 0. Net force would never be 0. For what? Unbalanced force. You can take the very famous example, that is tug of war. Clear? There is two sides. In one side, this is A side, this is B side. In A side, having that person with the higher strength, and B side having person with lesser strength. Now they are trying to pull in the leftward side, other side trying to pull rightward side. Then these are the stronger. Then what? This it means that this tug will pull towards what? This side, leftward side. Is it clear? Now that is known as unbalanced force. But now both person, clear है? With the what? With what? Equal strength. Now both are trying to what? Pull towards themselves, but with the equal what? Equal magnitude. Now resultant force will be 0. No further movement. Is it clear? Now this is another topic is friction force. What is friction force? Friction force is contact force. Friction force कैसा force है? It is contact force. Clear है? Other than contact क्या हो जाएगा? ये external force है. क्या है ये? External force है. Friction force क्या है? External force है. Is it clear? When the friction force is applied, then what happens? It is trying to oppose your motion. Consider you are moving in this direction, but friction force is applying in the opposite direction. Then net resultant force will be what? That you have to take with the negative sign. Then force equal to, now that is force equal to, now this is, you are trying to move with the 100 Newton in forward direction, but in opposite direction, that 80 Newton, what? Your friction force. Now resultant force will be 20 Newton. Is it clear till this point? This is friction force. Friction force is external force acting on touching surface. Act किस पे करेगा? Touching. Whichever force is oppose the motion takes with the negative sign. ठीक है? Rough surface create the larger opposing. अगर आप rough surface में जा रहे हैं, then larger opposition होगा. Is it clear? That you would move with the slower pace. Clear है? अब यहाँ पे mass differences between mass and weight. What is mass? Amount of matter. जैसे ये object है, amount of matter. इसके अंदर कितना matter है? Amount of matter present on an object, which is known as mass. Is it clear? Now what is weight? Something that this is the object with the mass m. Now I left this. Now when I left this, it fallen down, and it is fallen down. This is pulled down with a gravity g, that is small g. it will fall down with the gravity g. Now what will be the its weight force, its weight will be mass into what, product of mass into g. Is it clear? This is weight. I have cleared this concept till this point. Okay, now this is clear, this is clear, this is clear. Now there is the what interpretation of motion graph. Motion graph that we have already studied in the previous chapter. Now come to the next, Newton's first law of motion. What is Newton's first law of motion? An object at rest will remain at rest. जो ऑब्जेक्ट रेस्ट पे है वो क्या चाहेगा, हमेशा रेस्ट पे रहना चाहेगा. जो ऑब्जेक्ट मोशन पे है व्हाट इट वुड ऑलवेज ट्राई टू इन द मोशन. तो अब जो मोशन में रहना चाहेगा, जो ये रेस्ट में रहना चाहेगा. तो ये पोजीशन को, ये जो सिचुएशन उसको बोलते हैं इनर्शिया. क्या बोलते हैं? इनर्शिया. बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है? इनर्शिया. इज इट क्लियर? Now this is known as inertia of motion or inertia of rest. Is it clear? Now until कब तक वो rest और motion में रहना चाहिए? Until we do not apply the external force. Example, most famous example देख लीजिए, जैसे दरी है. अगर आपको साफ करना रहता है, that what you do like this. Then what happens? That all dust particles falling down, because all dust particles, ठीक है? What it is that stuck. It is stuck between its fabric of the curtain or something, some objects. Then what happens when you trying to apply the external force? Then what happens? That all dust particles falling down. If all dust particles falling down, then what happens is resultant. Then all dust particle falling down. Then what? It proves that जो object rest में है वो क्या चाहेगा? रेस्ट में रहना चाहेगा. जो ऑब्जेक्ट मोशन में है वो मोशन में रहना चाहेगा. दिस पोजीशन इज इनर्शिया ऑफ मोशन. कब तक? जब तक हम लोग एक्सटर्नल फोर्स अप्लाई नहीं करते हैं. जैसे ये देखिए, ये जो हम लोग अप्लाई कर रहे हैं फोर्स, अपवर्ड एंड डाउनवर्ड ऐसे कर रहे हैं, तो ये क्या कर रहा है? एक्सटर्नल फोर्स की जैसा एक्ट कर रहा है. इज इट क्लियर? यही फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ मोशन. तो इतना सिंपल है, इसको समझना है. देन क्या है? हाँ, इसका डेली लाइफ, हाउ वी कैन एक्सप्लोर एंड यूटिलाइज टू मेक आवर लाइफ मोर कंफर्टेबल. You can take the most famous example, seat belt example. And what happens that in inertia, what happens when the driver suddenly brakes? Then what, we fall upward direction. जब हम लोग आगे की ओर गिर जाते हैं, then what happens? Then how the human beings, creative mind apply the logic. Now there is the inertia of what? Motion and rest का apply किया गया है. What? This is the seat belt. Seat belt tied our body. Clear? And acting as external force. Now even the driver trying to what? Apply the brake. Then what happens? We are still what? We are not moved forward because there is external forces active. Is it clear? Now why I have inculcated these sort of examples? Because generally what we have observed asked in the board examination in what case based study questions. Okay. Now there is Newton's second law of motion. In the Newton's second law of motion, what happens? We will prove that the force with the two what we will derive here. We will derive Newton's second law of motion. What? We will derive Newton's second law of motion by using two methodology. In first methodology, what we will derive? That force equal to mass into acceleration by using momentum methodology. Then in the second, by acceleration and mass by using relation established between mass, acceleration and force. ये तीनों के among में relation establish करेंगे. Then we can derive the formula. Is it clear? Yes. Is it clear? अब न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन कैसे ये फॉर्मूला को डिराइव करते हैं? न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन को यूज करके. अब न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन क्या बोलता है? एक्सेलरेशन इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द फोर्स एंड मींस एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ द एन ऑब्जेक्ट वुड डिपेंड अपॉन व्हाट? दैट अमाउंट और दैट मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ फोर्स वी आर अप्लाइंग. अगर हम लोग ये मैग्नीट्यूड ज्यादा अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, फोर्स ज्यादा अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, देन एक्सेलरेशन विल बी लार्जर. then acceleration would be inversely proportional to the mass. अगर mass ज़्यादा है तो क्या ऑब्जेक्ट क्या करेगा, स्लोअर स्पीड से मूव करेगा. Now combining both equation. Equation 1 and 2. Now you can combine both equation and you can take that k as a proportionality constant, f by n. Okay. Now there is that you can take k as a proportionality constant, k equal to 1. Is it clear? Now after putting this f equal to m into a, we have proved that f equal to m into a. Then first definition, how we can write the definition without memorizing, that acceleration is directly proportional. Acceleration of an object depends upon the force applied, clear, and its acceleration of an object is depend upon the mass and object. Is it clear? Now combining both, what we can take out? We can take out the formula of what? Force. And what are the alternative formula? And I am also integrating the alternative formula because in the advanced physics, what happens generally, that application based question asked, and you can handle, if you have the comprehensive understanding of the subject, then you can easily solve the numerical. Is it clear? Now let's proceed forward. There is that what happens, that read second alternative. Then first definition, how we can write the definition without memorizing, that acceleration is directly proportional. Acceleration of an object depends upon the force applied, clear, and its acceleration of an object is depend upon the mass and object. Is it clear? Now combining both, what we can take out? We can take out the formula of what? Force. And what are the alternative formula? And I am also integrating the alternative formula because in the advanced physics, what happens generally, that application based question asked, and you can handle, if you have the comprehensive understanding of the subject, then you can easily solve the numerical. Is it clear? Now let's proceed forward. There is that what happens, that rate, second alternative, rate of change of momentum. Momentum is product of mass into velocity. क्लियर है, मास एंड वेलोसिटी को जब मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो ये क्या आएगा, मोमेंटम देगा. यहाँ पर रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ, कंसीडर ये कोई कार्ड है, ये मूव कर रहा है, जैसे ये कार्ड है, इट इज मूविंग विद द इनिशियल वेलोसिटी u, एंड यहाँ पे रीच किया फाइनल वेलोसिटी से v तक. तो अब इसका कुछ तो मास होगा, इस कार्ड का, तो ये जो पार्ट है इसका तो मास क्या होगा, m होगा. अब यहाँ तक जाने में कितना टाइम लगा, t टाइम लगा. तो क्या हो जाएगा, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, दैट इनिशियल मोमेंटम क्या हो जाएगा, mu, एंड फाइनल क्या हो जाएगा, एंड ये इनिशियल मोमेंटम हो गया. यहाँ पे लिखते हैं ये इनिशियल मोमेंटम, एक मिनट लेट मी राइट, इनिशियल मोमेंटम इज इक्वल टू mv एंड फाइनल मोमेंटम दैट इज mu and final momentum mv. Now rate of momentum, rate मतलब something you have to what, divide with the time. Now final momentum mv minus mu by momentum. Is it clear? Now this is rate of change of momentum, and what you have to take out, mv by u by t से m कॉमन निकालना है. जैसे ही m कॉमन निकलेगा तो v minus u अपॉन t आ जाएगा. क्लियर है? और हम लोग क्या जानते हैं, m इक्वल टू v माइनस u अपॉन t इक्वल टू होता है a. क्या होता है, v अपॉन u अपॉन t इक्वल टू होता है a. एक मिनट.
In the place of v minus u by t, we can write as a. We have already learned in the first chapter. Okay. Now v minus u by t equal to a. Then put in the equation. Then we can find out that f equal to ma. Is it clear? If we are reaching at this place, then now we have also proved the alternative formula of the force, that is force equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, thank you so much. And we have reached till that to prove the second law of motion. In the second video we will cover the remaining part, that's Till now, wait for the second lecture.